sounds like a dying bird. Oh my God.
I got a karaoke machine.
Karaoke in an 130-year-old brownstone? Who would do something like that?
She just shows up with like her little dog and her little bag. So we moved out.
This girl forced you out of your apartment. She ruined your life.
I'm fairly certain it's not asbestos.
We cannot let her get away with this behavior.
Found her.
Oh my God, that's her, that's her.
She's an actress.
What?
No.
You could like ask her to audition for something.
We could just write a play to try and get revenge.
Should I sit? Sure.
Yeah.
We are going to get started with some word association.
Misery.
Kathy Bates.
You guys are making a play?
Yeah, they were punking their neighbor and now they're doing theater.
Oh!
We're getting scripts.
Just make the font big.
We just tell her exactly what we think of her.
Your little dog pooped in my limited edition Vans.
What do you think of my eye makeup?
Oh my God.
We're just getting started.
The dog is the best character.
That is rich.
I think you need to pray.
Really?
No, we have to bail.
We have to bail. We have to bail. We just watch her brain explode. Metaphor.
Yeah, obviously metaphorically.
Boom, there you go. That was the trailer for The French Italian. I'm Kuya P. This is Nerds Rule the World. Joining me to talk all things The French Italian, I have director as well as co-writer Rachel Wolther. Thank you so much for your time today. I appreciate you.
Hi, great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Definitely. All right, so I love New York. This makes me fall in love with New York all over again. I saw that this premiered at Tribeca, I believe, and this was your love letter to New York. Can you tell me like how this all started? When you started putting pen to pad to collaborate with Jesse Millward? I want to make sure I give proper respects to him as well. And how
That's
this
my
film came
man.
together.
Yeah.
Because this
Yeah.
feels like this. When I watch this, it feels like this was lived in. Like somebody experienced this, and I got to put this on paper and just have fun with it. Can you tell me? Is that what happened with you and Jesse?
Yeah, what if I told you that actress Catherine Cohen was my downstairs neighbor and this was all just a prank I was playing on her? That is not true, but wouldn't that be hilarious? I
That'd
wish
be awesome.
she worked through. I don't know where she lives. That's not true. No, I live on the Upper West Side. I work from home in this small apartment, and I'm always looking out the window, looking at people walking around the neighborhood, and keep my little journal, and I always making up backstories of what I think people are doing. At some point, I was like getting juicy, and I was like, ooh, yeah, this is gonna be a movie. And then I was like, that's so dumb, that's so stupid. I'm a hack. Like, and what am I, just a voyeur? And I'd like come up with an original idea. So then that became the idea that became the movie. Like, it's about a writer who, writers who don't even kind of know that they're hacks as they put on the worst play. So,
I love that. I love that energy. And yeah, because they always say you write what you know, and it like that's what I said. It felt lived in, and it felt like as a creative, what we go through, and like this is what we do, and then just the conversations in the community that we have. So
thank you. That's so kind.
I love our family, our set creative family. So you get with Jesse, you lay it down on this script. Talk to me about some of the pre-pro, getting everybody together, casting the two that we have that I think are, I just love how they talk about everything. They may not be making the right choices as we see in the course of this film and what they do for revenge, but just how that friendship and that just that you want a buddy like that, and you want a relationship like that. Can you talk to me about casting your buddies?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I mean, I was really excited to make a movie about a couple that wasn't about them fighting and being terrible for each other. It is about a couple that loves each other and just constantly affirms each other, and they just affirm each other right into making all the worst possible decisions. So to me, that was hilarious. Yeah, I mean, I wrote this movie thinking that I wanted to do something I could shoot all in New York that would be manageable at scale, and that I could like put in all of my favorite comedy people from New York, people I worked with or who I'd seen on stage or who I'd admired their work. And so it was written to have lots of, scenes with different characters that would come in and out. So the first person to say yes was Catherine Cohen, who I didn't really know, but we had friends in common, and I love her work so much. I'm go see her live and just for years and think she's just tremendous. And then when she said yes, she has such outsized good reputation in New York. It was really a lot easier to get people like, hey, Kat's doing this. Do you want to jump in and cast different people? And so, I was really excited. Aristotle Athari came in as the perfect foil for Kat, I think. They're like salt and pepper shakers. They're like, they're such a pair. And we're just instantly, the way actors can, they just like bonded in 2 days and really became such a unit. There's this great scene where they're watching the rehearsal of their play and they're just like, they're doing the same body language in a way that I was just like, oh, this is just killing me. It's so funny.
Did you get them together to like read with each other first to make sure that chemistry was there? Because they did it. You got blessed with them.
Yeah, we didn't, not in the audition process. No, neither of them had to audition. Pretty much nobody auditioned for this movie. People were asked nicely, "Do you please come do this?" But we had a couple of days of rehearsal where they got to just like ask each other questions and get to know each other, which I think was helpful. It was such a short schedule and a small movie. But then a lot of the people, I thought I was casting actors and actresses from all different like realms of the universe, but they all knew each other, and invariably they were all best friends with Ruby McCollister. So actors do all know each other, especially in New York.
And that makes it a win. I love that. So Chloe Cherry, our crazy neighbor, the one who we're getting revenge at. I love her expressions. Just everything kind of worked. And can you talk to me about her being our foil, the one that we're subjecting to their madness in this film?
Yeah, totally. I mean, she is the one person who's not from the New York comedy community, to be totally honest. And that was that I had no idea, nobody in mind for that part. And my producer Miranda Kahn read the script and said, "You got to see this girl in Euphoria. She's so funny on Instagram." And I was lucky enough that she was into it. She does a lot of modeling. She does like more dramatic work, but she's really very funny in real life. And so she was psyched to have the joke be on her. She was in on it, on the character. And she's a model. What a look. You can't, anywhere you shoot her, you can't stop looking at her. So, and she was game to come in and work and do all this improvising and work with people with a deep comedy bench and really held her own. And was just a delight. Yeah.
I feel that. And it works because of what her character is and the expressions, because that you need that for them to feed off of and work with. So I also feel, and I can't wait to talk about this film with all my theater friends. Again, this is a film community type film in a way, but they're putting on a play, they're putting on a performance. So I think that there's like a lot of theater nerd stuff in this. Were you a theater nerd in finding its way and the dialogue as well in this script?
Yeah, it sure was, man. I mean, from a young age, I think a lot of people in the US, their first introduction to like art making in a performance sense is through theater. I was so lucky to do it as a kid and in high school, drama club, stuff like that. And there's just nothing more fun and engaging than putting on a play with your friends. Like, even if the work is really bad, it just can become so consuming. And you really the stakes are so high, even when they're just impossibly low. And so that was what I wanted to capture with this, that the couple gets really carried away putting on a play, because we all do, man. It's so fun.
Definitely. So putting this script together with Jesse, were there any, can you give us any behind the scenes background that in the writing process, maybe that you might have hit a block, or was it easy that you kind of reworked that for people that might have seen the film now already can be find out just some interesting tidbits of what was changed up and where we're at, that hopefully also won't spoil for people that haven't seen it yet. That is, and you will see it, y'all, on video on demand October 28th. Go check it out. But I'm just curious as somebody who has enjoyed it, and I love those inner workings, of how it comes together. Yeah.
Yeah, Jesse is my life partner, and we broke the story together, and then I wrote the script. And we really, we take a lot of walks. We live on the West Side. We go to the park. So we would walk and talk and come up with ideas for what we thought would be funny in this film. What can any writing tidbits? I mean,
was it just an easy process as soon as we formulated the idea, or from script to to screen, how the story changes up, and and where, you know, we get to that end point, and then, oh, it actually is this. I don't want to spoil, you know, that it's them in a way, you know, like I'm just curious what changed up, if you will.
It wasn't a terribly dramatic writing process, to be totally honest. I mean, we had the idea, I had the idea, and then we broke it down, and it kind of came out all in one thought. And then, you know, there was some things like we had just watched 6 Degrees of Separation, if you remember that great play and film with Will Smith from the 90s, where it's like Stockard Channing is telling a story the entire movie. They keep cutting back to her in this. So I was like, oh, I'd love to take a piece of that. So that kind of contributed to the intro of the film where they're telling a story and we keep cutting back and forth. And I also was thinking a lot about like the producers with the play within the play. And Hamlet 2, which is probably my favorite film, with Steve Coogan from 2008 about a high school drama teacher would put on a sequel to Hamlet. And so, you know, what can I pull from these? And then also I was really excited to make a New York movie because I love Nora Ephron, I love Nicole Holofcener, and there's so many great movies. And so I really wanted to think about what do I want to show off in New York? So we shot at Zabar's, which is a gourmet grocery on the Upper West Side and East Side. And I was thinking like that'll be like our Katz's Deli scene from When Harry Met Sally. And so, you know, had a couple of ideas like that.
Awesome. So did everything make the cut? Was there anything that get chopped off due to time and flow of the, you know, the story at all? I mean,
this is a low budget movie, so almost everything we shot ended up in the cut. There wasn't a lot of time for fat, but there are a few things that didn't quite make it. There was like a longer scene that like towards the end that explained Chloe Cherry's backstory with her dad and why she was so mad at her dad, which is kind of like it's just a callback to a joke, which I loved it so much, but I shot it wrong and it just like didn't make any sense with the pacing, so that got tossed. And then couple other things, but I mean, almost honestly, if you looked at all the shots we did and what's in the film, very, very little fat. There just wasn't time. So, yeah.
Oh no, well, amazing, because I as a fellow filmmaker, I know how important it is to get the shots and just make sure everything, because we don't have the budget.
There's no messing around. Yeah.
But this is amazing. This was a fun ride. I had a lot of fun with this. It checked all those boxes as a filmmaker, as a creative, and just relationships with friends. I enjoyed it. And so thank you for your time in regards to talking about the film. What do you hope people leave with watching The French Italian? And can we also highlight maybe what you have coming up next? Because I always love to give love and light to future projects as well.
Oh man, thank you for all the kind words about it. I'm so proud of it. I hope people leave and their cheeks hurt from laughing and they go like, I haven't seen a comedy like that in, you know, I can't know how long. So that's what I hope the takeaway is. And in the future, you know, I have another movie I'm trying to make. I'm casting right now. It's also a dark comedy. This one's a little bit darker. It's about the student loan crisis, which gets pretty dark.
I can understand that. Well, I cannot wait to check that out. But congratulations on this. And again, I felt like this was a lived-in experience, and we're getting to see the fun taking that into this. And it's cool to know that this was somewhat lived in from you and Jesse. So shout out to you and Jesse. Shout out to Jesse who's not there. But Rachel, a fun ride. And again, something that I know I'll have fun with my fellow film creative friends and theater kids. It checks off those boxes. A fun little comedy. And I appreciate you sharing this conversation with me and everybody. The French Italian hitting video on demand on October 28th. Go check it out. Have a fun time with your film friends. Everybody, it's for everybody. It's a great comedy. It's fun times. It's the relationship I think we all desire to have. You might get into crazy situations, especially as you'll see in this film, but I think all of us hunger for a relationship like this. And that's what I take away from this film, is having a great relationship and communicating, but be careful what ways you go in with that. So Rachel, fun ride. Thank you so much for your time. I'm Kuya P. This is Nerds Rule the World.
Nerds rule the world.
Pleasure chatting with you. Love to all my nerds who rule the world.
Nerds rule the world.
Yes, we do.
Thanks. Nerds rule the world. Thank you.
I love the nerds ruling the world, so more power to you.
Patrick, what up, man? And yes, they do. Nerds rule the world, kid.
Yes,
what
sir.
I'm one of
Thank
them.
you. Awesome. Kuya P, nerds rule the world. Hello.
Yes, they do.
Oh,
Nerds rule the world.
I got.
It's in the title of your show, like Nerds Rule the World. Like, I want more black weirdos on screen, and I don't feel like we ever get to see that very much.
Thank you so much. Nerds do rule the world.
Yes. Thank you.
They're nice to meet you. Nerds do rule the world.
We do. We're phenomenal, aren't we?
Thank you, nerds rule.
Love it.
Hello, Sarah. Hello, Julian.
Yes.
Rock on. I love it. Thank you so much.
It's good to see you. I love Nerds Rule the World.
But yeah, there's a heavy nerd component, man.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, if you ask me, nerds rule the world. So
Absolutely.
And you're right. Nerds do rule the world.
We're just the best.
Yes. Yes. Nerds do rule the world. I agree.
We do.
I agree.
We're awesome, aren't we?
Thank you, ladies.
Nerds so much.
Yes. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
And nerds really do rule the world.
Thank you, sir. It's your boy Kuya P, nerds rule the world. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you.
do. They rule the world, all right.
Yes. Take care, Tony. Thank you, guys.
Well, I was good until I saw that this is Nerds Rule the World. So are we talking about like everybody you interview is a nerd, right?
Oh, it's a legal requirement. It is.
It's a legal requirement.
Yeah.
Or are you, or the second you popped on screen, I was like, wait, are you supposed to be the queen nerd then?
I hope so. My handle is Heather is a nerd, so I am a professional at least.
Okay. But then you enter that whole question of like, well, if you're calling yourself a nerd, are you really a nerd? True nerd, would they call them? I don't know. I'm going to start going cross-eyed.
Going to psychoanalyze this a little bit.
Yeah.
Our recording and October 28th on video on demand. Let's have some fun in a 1, 2, 3.